Hello and welcome to this week's episode of My Whiskey Den, where I'm not downstairs and Mike's in an undisclosed location. But we're going to be reviewing Colkegan Single Malt from Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3.
And we are back. And thank you guys for both joining us today. We're going to be talking about Colin Keegan, who is the guy who founded Santa Fe Spirits. He established it in 2010. He was an English architect who came to us via the British Virgin Islands and started producing a southwestern version of like a Scotch-style whiskey. But even though it's 100% malted barley, they did use 30% mesquite or smoked mesquite wood to smoke the barley. So they added a little extra nuance to it, what they were going with. So we'll actually be having Colin on. Well, this is different because we have the screen set up. I can get my hand in here. Damn. It's over. Damn it. It's in the upper. It's over there. The tight screens have got us screwed up. But we're having Colin Keegan on May 4th, or May the 4th be with you, little Star Wars Day. I feel like this could be in a Star Wars movie. Once you guys have a taste of it, you could tell. You could tell me if you think that would be
easy,
the case
Dumbledore.
But let's get a couple dosing notes on this thing as we get rolling in here. I already had a drink. I shouldn't have done that, but I was waiting for you guys to get on, so
I had to too. It's too
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I get like a smoky vanilla, caramel,
that-
and fruit.
Mesquite wood right off the bat, almost like a barbecue, like mesquite
Mhm.
barbecue. And then I get a note of honey and the vanilla.
You guys are both saying you're right about the mesquite wood being up front right away with it. Vanilla, a light little caramel in the background. Vanilla is much more prominent for me. Like a green apple.
I could get that.
Yeah.
I
Little
think I
malt
like
grain.
this.
Kind of
Oh,
get
go
a
ahead,
little
Ben,
strawberry
sorry.
too.
Yeah, just malt, just a pure malt grain in there.
I was gonna say, I'm like, it does smell scotchy a little bit, but it's not peaty smoke. So I mean, I like their choice in the mesquite wood. This is a nice barbecuing whiskey. You could have it right next to the grill as you're drinking it. Pretty at hand.
That's one thing I thought was really cool about their site was fairly transparent, at least as far as how they do it. And say how was it the tightly climate controlled warehouse where they go from below freezing to sweltering hot, and they adjust the humidity, and because since they're in the high desert at over 7,000 feet.
Yep.
I know they're not the only one doing that, but I like that they're doing it. Two, I like that they're telling you that.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it's. But being in the desert and at that elevation, I think it has like you should get still a large variance on a daily basis between the sun and day, and later on at night, like dropping way low. You could have a distinctive variation. Now, these also have a cask strength version and a version finished in apple brandy casks.
Oh man.
Yeah, so the apple brandy casks I'm looking at getting, but I just didn't have when we were doing the review. So
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a note. I would compare to Oakshler, which is like a pear and apple brandy, European style.
I can see that.
so pretty fruity actually on the nose.
It really is.
Yeah.
I'm going in. Wow.
That's just good.
Really.
You do get a lot of the fruit notes right away as your mouth is closed. They kind of stick around, nice oil consistency. Then as soon as you swallow, like it roller coasters.
Yes.
Like all of a sudden, like the smoke starts peeling up and kind of coming to the forefront. You get a little bit of barrel note and stuff in there.
Yeah, I
I'm
get
gonna go back for
after that. We get a little bit of lemon on initially on the palate, and then as it goes away, it's leather, wood, and tobacco, and then just with that smoke and like kind of like a charred fruit, a little bit, or with a little. I don't want to say creme brulee, but if you caramelize some sugars on some fruit.
Yeah, I get that almost like cigar box on the finish. Spanish cedar and tobacco. You can definitely taste the mesquite wood, not just the smoke, but to me, it's almost like the wood itself
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
in there. And
But it's not bold. It's not like
no,
it's not in your face. It's
Yeah.
a very nice compliment to the whiskey.
this is not brimstone.
No.
And to me, where Ranger Creek's Rimfire is a little bit more easygoing, this kind of falls in between the two, in my opinion. There's more smoke, there's more mesquite up front compared to Rimfire, but it's not going to slap you around like Brimstone does.
No.
On the front half, where notes I was getting kind of that apple, a little bit of like a perry, like a light little strawberry in it on the taste, and then like you said, like then it rolls. Like I said, it does a roller coaster where it's like that really nice kind of smoked wood and everything you guys are talking about. I don't want to go over that because it's just the same notes on that, but really kind of an exciting little ride, and it's not overly punchy, but it's leaving your mouth on the aftertaste with this nice kind of smoky quality.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of tobacco, but it's really, I still get that wood quite prevalent, kind of mixed in with it, that is like holding on. It's almost like they used like mesquite barrels.
Yeah. It does remind me of when I was a kid going to, like, when my dad would go to a briar shop get some cigars, and because it was the 70s, nobody cared, but he could walk in there and just the smell, all the smells coming out of there, and it was just all the range of tobacco smells and the fruits and spices and the vanilla and everything coming out of there. It's just, yeah, this is nice. It brings back good memories.
Yeah, up front, it really, you hit that lemon. To me, it's like if I took a bite of a juicy apple and I put a dollop of lemon meringue on it. That's what the fruit I get up front on this. The vanilla comes rolling in right towards the finish of it, and it's a real creamy vanilla. And that finish, it's got this. It's a little bit drying, but at the same time, there's a creamy note to it. Just like I smoked a good cigar. It leaves that nice feel in the mouth afterwards on the finish. That tobacco and the wood. This is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
But you can see how I'd say you could see this in a Star Wars movie. I could see this being served at a bar.
But only if it was tinted blue.
That's right. It's coming out of a teat.
But yeah, I've finished off my fair share of a couple bottles of these, so I obviously like it. I got lucky at one of my local retailers. They I don't know what they did. They screwed up, and I didn't tell them about it. I went in one day, and all of a sudden they were selling it for $20. So I just grabbed a couple bottles and walked out, knowing that it's 50 and 60 everywhere else. Like, okay, we'll just take these and be on my way today.
Steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to feel bad, but I really felt good about it. I felt accomplished for the day. But yeah, and then you go back, and the nose, when you get back in there after getting that taste and the flavor, it smells much lighter on the mesquite and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You get more of that cream coming in. Sorry,
Yeah,
Ben.
it smells like
Yeah,
damp
sorry.
mahogany with vanilla. Or like you
I just
said, like
added
a
a
cigar
solid
box.
drop of water, and this just the smoke, the mesquite's gone, and it's green. It's almost my first impression is like bruichladdich
Ah,
with some notes of strawberry.
I'm not near water,
Oh
so
my goodness! Yeah, the nose. This takes really well to water. That's a nice change.
Okay.
yeah, you can do it. I'm not getting up to go get it. I'm locked in on my seat where I'm at. So
But then it takes a different route on the palate. It's all the mesquite and smoke right up front.
though I will pour myself another glass.
Yeah.
And it's more like pipe tobacco on the back end and finish. But yeah, that's water doesn't hurt this at all.
And this is 46% ABV. They do, like I said, they do have the cask strength, which is the green label, and the red label or maroon label is the apple brandy one. So
I'm just curious, which batch is yours?
I am batch number 10, bottle number 12.
Okay. I got 5 bottle 1121.
Oh, yours is much earlier. See, I probably killed that bottle.
Killed it good.
I put that one down a long time ago.
That really does kill that mesquite. Just that little bit of water.
Those boxes keep waving behind you. Now I think you're the one with a ghost behind you right now. Every now and then there's just like this wave of things going on behind me. But I have always enjoyed this one. Like even right off the bat, I think when I first had it, I thought like I have with a couple other ones like this is American smoke, like not quite an Isla, but like an American version, kind of leaning towards like an Isla version of something. I think when you mentioned Bricklaric, I can get some of the flavor tones out of it that you can get out of there. So I agree with that, or at least that kind of that family.
Yeah, it reminds me of with the water. Reminds me of an Irish.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Yeah.
But hell
It's
yeah.
good whiskey.
Yeah,
It's good whiskey.
it's a solid drinking whiskey. Like
Absolutely.
this is at night, sit down, not a problem.
Yeah.
Pour it neat, add some ice, add some water, enjoy it how you like it, because this one will do it. And I think this would be a great soft introduction for somebody if you're trying to get them into Isla. Almost a step before you go to say Kalila or Talisker, because the smoke is soft. It's not in your face, but it's there, and it's delicious.
I like the aftertaste that sticks around.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy just like letting that sit there for a while. Kind of like I first enjoyed Talisker Storm, but Talisker Storm was much more aggressive.
Yeah.
Like way more aggressive on the campfire notes and stuff. This is just a little bit lighter and it's really pleasant. But so like I was saying, we're having Colin Keegan, the owner of the distillery on May 4th, and the head distiller is John Jeffrey down there. So he's the one kind of keeps this going consistent. We'll talk to Colin about his whole enterprise he has running down there. It's really nice on the inside of it. It totally hits the feel of the area. Like it I don't want to say it feels like old world, but it does feel like you're kind of stepping back almost into like a nice little Western place to take a break, you know. But it classed up, you know. It's not like the Gem Saloon, from Deadwood or anything like that. But I was going to say for the Southwest, it kind of has that kind of nice feel to it when you kind of go in. So it'll be interesting to have him on and see what he's talking about, see if they're coming out with anything else besides just kind of that apple brandy. And I'm going to see if I can get that one for another review because I would be interested to see how this finishes in that barrel. Almost kicking up a couple more extra fruit notes. So Well, on that note, I think we'll call our quits for today. Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Remember to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Do all the work with that one finger. Get it moving. Oh, wait. Narrow screen. Do it like this. Hit all those buttons. Tab it. Leave a comment. Tell us what we're doing right. Tell us what we're doing wrong. And we will see you guys next week. You guys have a good rest of the day. Oh, I forgot. Remember, it's not the size of the den that matters. It's the level of whiskey. Cheers, everyone out there.
Cheers.
Yeah, I know. The narrow thing. I was like, can't see what it's like I'm conducting an orchestra and nothing's moving.
Right.
Cheers.
Let's get into it. 1, 2, 3.